In the floor remodeled, we're having them putting new flooring instead of that old carpeting, but this is ridiculous with Comcast. Since this is the main room where this Xfinity X1 DVR hardwired box was, he said you have to leave it in this room. Originally he didn't say, he said the technician would have to come out and disconnected it, but it was working in the other room that I put it in. But he said for tonight I would have to move the TV for a third time. And now it's working now, but there wasn't a signal on this wireless cable box because the main one wasn't working. So first we tried putting it back in here where there's lots of junk in here because we're moving things around. So this one, the technician, he had it working when he came here, but then the guy was saying it's not like a phone jack anymore, that even you have the coax cable right there, but even if the technician was here and you decide not to leave the TV here, the hardwired DVR box, he said he disconnected it. So that means you can only have the wireless one, but the main one has to be working. So I'm not carrying this TV around. And also this coax cable didn't work. The other one worked when the technician was here. It doesn't work now because we didn't decide not to keep it in that room, so he disconnected. It's ridiculous. They make it strict. You could only leave it in one room. Now this one, we never tried it out, but it should be like a phone jack. Every single room, the coax cable should work with the digital converter box, but it didn't work because the technician had to be here live in person to make this an active outlet. A few years ago, they disconnected all outlets, and then they only kept the ones active that you had the room. So then you get an error message, and you have to call them. Then they want the technician to come out, but you could just tell them it worked the other day. So you have to just leave it in that room that you had it working a few minutes ago. We don't want to hold the laptop or our phone in bed for an hour or two. That's ridiculous. Check this out too. You have to have both of these Comcast remotes, not the Insignia remote. You'd need a third remote, but only one of these, because this is not the main cable box from this TV that we had when the technician was here. So since we changed the cable box, only one works for the cable box, but it doesn't turn the TV on or the volume. So we're going to find out right now. We're going to play a 50-50. Which remote turns the TV on? Is it this one? See, this one doesn't turn the TV on. This one does. It also controls the volume. You can see it's turning the TV on, but it won't change the channel, which is absurd. It's ridiculous. The TV on and the volume, like a Christmas movie on, 8:30, it's no signals going on. But if in the other room, if I had the TV, it'd be sending a signal. Now if I have to grab the other remote, now it's going to change the channel. With this remote number 2, I won't be able to change the volume now on this remote, and I can't turn the TV off. Right here, we're going to show you how to pair this remote right here. You just hold the voice down and you could just say, pair remote. Your remote paired for voice control. Press OK for volume, power, and input. Hit OK. Do you want to use this remote control for the TV power and volume? Hit yes. Scanning for it. And it's by Insignia, yeah. Ready to pair. Hit OK. It works. No, we don't have an audio receiver. And you can see now that's how easy it is to pair this remote by using the voice control. We're going to show you how easy it is to hook up this remote right here. You just press any button, the volume. And then would you like to use this remote to control your TV? And then we'll hit setup now. The TV has to be on. Do you want to use this remote to control the TV power and volume? Yes. Your remote is paired for voice control. Would you like to control your TV using this remote? And knew we had a Samsung TV. It shot out 5 signals at once. Let's see. Press and hold the Xfinity and mute. Let's see where that is. Right here. Xfinity and mute. And you do that for 5 seconds. Wait for the remote light to turn from red to green, and then type the 5-digit code shown above. The other one, it didn't have to have the code typed in, but maybe it did, I don't remember, so we'll do it. And now it's green, and then we're going to type in 12051 and hit OK. Confirm pairing was successful. Try using the remote to adjust the volume on your TV. It works. Would you also like to control an audio receiver? We don't want that. We don't have any of that. And mute it. They're having another problem with Comcast. I don't know why their service is getting really bad right now. I don't know if they're already making a fortune off of us, and they're giving us really bad service right here for some reason. This is after I reset the cable and all the internet. Nothing's working. First it was the internet and the cable. Now this is a wireless box, so this one's going to come on last. Ridiculous. Before it was stuck on the channel that we were on, and now it's stuck on this welcome screen, and you'll see in a second the internet is flashing. It's not working properly. You can see it's flashing right. See, it goes back and forth from red and green, and you can see that everything's connected properly. Coax, and it's connected to the coax and plugged in, and it's plugged in the back. So if they have to call a technician out, that's ridiculous. They better not charge us, because look, everything's hooked up properly. Here you can see this is for the cable box, and it's plugged in to the cable box right over here. This one, and this is HDMI, is going right here to HDMI, and this is the power for the TV. So there's nothing wrong here that the technician, that I did wrong, that the technician's gonna find. Nonsense that I told you the other day, where you can't remove this to the other room where we have a coax cable, because we didn't install it in that room, which is BS. We have it plugged into the power, and we have it plugged into, this is the one that worked all the time except for when we try to move it. So we just put it back here so it would come back. So there's nothing wrong that the technician's gonna find. I'm gonna show you how to use the Fire TV right here. You just hit any button. I just go to the home button, go to Xfinity Stream. It's logged into my account. Right here you can see the main menu right over here. Right here is the Xfinity Stream app. You could also access Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, etc. But you could do that on the Xfinity box since we have Wi-Fi. And then you could see this was a DVR recording right here, different things in my DVR. So right here you can't get News 12 New Jersey, but if you record it at home, I could watch it on the DVR. For some reason I can't watch this, but you could watch the Weather Channel. But you don't get the local on the HDMI, and you get the national America one for like New York, Philadelphia, Atlanta. My recordings, what's gonna be recorded. To turn it off, I don't know if it sleeps on its own, you just go over to that icon over there, scroll over to My Fire TV, and then you hit sleep. And it looks like we have the cable is hooked up to it right now. We might get an HDMI switcher. You can see you only get channels like 2, 4, and 7. There's not much, and the news doesn't come on till the morning or the nighttime. You don't get the Weather Channel here anymore. Drop the service. You still get the music channel though right here. You could still check the date and time. You could still get these applications to listen to some music. The Comcast box right over here. There's only one HDMI port, and we don't have a switcher. There's no 2 HDMI ports, so instead of pulling this out and pulling the TV outwards and putting it back in, you can just unplug it right here. This one I have laying loose, the other HDMI, and then you plug it in right here to the back of the AppleTv. Okay, it's plugged in, and now turn the TV back on. Well, I guess you have to turn the phone on to send the signal on the Apple TV. Yeah, you could see the Apple TV's on, and now you could stream from your phone, but the signal is not too good, so every few seconds or minutes or half hours it keeps cutting out.